What we like to do, of course, is take your game of the week. We feature both sides, right? So you have your Eastland Mavericks, your Gymnett Indians. Earlier in the week, or even this morning, as a matter of fact, our Casey Buscher had the opportunity to sit down with Eastland Mavericks quarterback Behren Morton on his way to Texas Tech. He breaks down what the season means to him and what a bright future he has ahead of him. Here's more.
Behren, thank you so much for sitting down with me. Next season, you'll be with the Texas Tech Red Raiders, but you still have a few months left here in Eastland as the starting quarterback under your dad, head coach James Morton. But I want to go back to where it all started and when your passion for this game started. Can you take me through that when you first started playing football and realized that this was the game that you wanted to pursue?
Growing up in Lubbock, that was the glory days of Tech, and got to see Graham Harrell play football at Tech. So, he come visit me at my school and stuff, so I got to throw the rock around with him. But, just growing up around Lubbock and, my dad, they ran the ball, they were in the wing tee in Monterey, so it was always just in my blood. And then we moved to Midland, moved to the spread, kind of fell in love with just throwing the ball. And then been a quarterback ever since second grade and trying to keep that going.
Your relationship with your dad is very interesting. He's your coach, but he's also your father. So I'm sure that had a lot to do with your love for football growing up with a dad who has been a coach across Texas, and he also played college football. What is that relationship like with you and your dad, and how has he impacted your love for football?
Man, it's crazy what he's done in my life, on the field and off the field too. Growing up, everyone's just like saying, hey, after school, let's go play like the Xbox or something. I was like, no, I got to go be the ball boy at practice. And, screw around the game because, he loves the game. So I'm like, man, I got to love this game too. But it's not just been him pushing me towards football. It's been my decision, and, I couldn't thank him enough.
You've been turning heads across Texas and across the nation over the past few years. You've received numerous offers from Power 5 schools, Big 12, Big 10, you name it. Schools have been looking at you. Why did you choose to go to Texas Tech?
That's where I grew up, and a lot of family and friends down there. And, when it was time to make a decision, I knew that, Coach Wells is, he's going to be there for a long time and he's going to do great. And Coach Yost, his mind is just crazy and about the offense, and, I just wanted to play in that air raid offense.
And with years being coached under your dad, now you're going to be coached by head coach Matt Wells at Texas Tech, but you were initially recruited by Cliff Kingsbury. What's that transition going to be like, not being coached by your dad anymore, but being coached by Coach Wells?
It's just going to be different for sure, going from practice to home to not seeing dad at home. So it's going to be different for sure, but I'm ready for the new challenge in life.
This summer you were invited to the Elite 11, 20 quarterbacks across the country. You placed number 10. You're one of the best in the country. How exciting was that opportunity to be surrounded by some of the best, and how has that motivated you as a player?
It's real humbling for sure. Seeing dudes committed to LSU, Penn State, Georgia taught me that weekend just to go compete. You're not the best, you never will be the best until you just work every day. And so what I brought home from that is, you just got to keep working and, trust your receivers and trust your O-line that they're going to do your job, and you got to do your job too. So, it was a real humbling experience for sure.
So Behren, you have a few months left here at Eastland as the starting quarterback. How do you plan to leave a legacy as a Maverick?
Got to rely on your teammates for sure. And, that's what I'm going to do this season. We started out rough, and it's been a journey for sure, but, our story is just getting written right now.